Everyone, welcome back to the British Rental Car Championship 2023. What a championship we've had so far. Some amazing heat races. We're halfway around the second round of 4 in terms of the heat races. Each round has 10 races in it. Each driver drives in one of those. And we're on the alternate layout that Formula Fast present. So the drivers heading out now are... You know, it is a blind circuit. They just go out and see how it is. Nobody's had a chance to practice on it. And so we'll see really who has the talent here. So talking of which, we'll go through possible winners here in the general entry. Well, we've got George Brond, we've got Ryan Smith, Barry Lakes, Josh Nee, Slavik Piscors, Finley Brunton, Anton Schopler, Sam Slater, Owen Clark and Jennifer Tompkins. Now, we've seen some performance from these guys earlier. George Brond, he's new to us, but he's been pretty competitive. He's been good in other rental car championships, but this is his first time in the BRKC. Ryan Smith, we know him from virtually every BRKC there's been. Very competitive and in with a shout of winning. Barry Lakes, he's new as well, but he's got his results indoor karting. He's been national finalist in the British Indoor Championship, which is a multi-venue one. He's had a lot of success at Three Sisters up in the northwest as well. Josh Nye, he was 24th here last year in the whole championship. So Josh Nye, a semi-finalist last year. Slavik Piscors, former speedway rider from Poland. We've seen him in action a lot of times here, always competitive, has won before in terms of heat races. Finley Brunton down from Scotland, more of a car racer. With the he was the C1 champion in Scotland in 2019, so a lot to be said for him. Anton Schopler from the States, one of the top American indoor karters in the world at the moment, and he's showing good form. Sam Slater, probably the most prolific Brit driver on the international scene. Owen Clark and Jennifer Tompkins, who unfortunately we saw getting a penalty on her pit stop last time around. So we'll see if she can rectify that this time and a more appropriate result. So topping the table, it is Sam Slater. We see Sam a lot internationally in terms of karting, and he's got the top spot for the start there. He's going to start in pole position. So, behind him is going to be Anton Schopler. Ryan Smith, the Scotsman, is in 3rd. Jennifer Tompkins 4th. Josh Nee 5th. And Slavik Piscors in 6th place there. So a lot to go on in this one. Finley Brunton's running 7th, Barry Lakes 8th, and George Braun 9th. Owen Clark is there in 10th place. However, Sam Slater will lead them round to make the start. There he is at the front. Behind him, the American Anton Schopler, and then the Scotsman Ryan Smith. So we're just waiting for the organisers to give the go-ahead for the half warm-up lap to start. And it's going to be down to Sam Slater. Sam Slater is the one who is going to be controlling that start. He'll be looking for a good getaway, a nice early punch on the throttle, but not so soon that he has to back off to avoid hitting the wall, because Schopler, the American, will be past him like a shot. Okay, so here they are through this final hairpin. And there, Sam Slater's on the gas. Schopler's gone with him, and so is Ryan Smith into the hairpin. This has caused some problems earlier, but it's all good. Round another hairpin in the revised layout there. As they get around, it's all clean, and Sam Slater leads the way. We heard him talking earlier on. He was thinking of 10.5 seconds for the pit stop. Everyone has to make a pit stop, as we know, and he's allowing 10.5 seconds for that. So he's going to be looking to build up a 10.5 second lead if he can. Now, he's already starting to edge ahead of Anton Schopler, the American there, with Ryan Smith behind. And behind that is Jennifer Tompkins. Jennifer Tompkins needs points in this race to make up for a bad result last time when in the pit lane she caught a penalty, just left the pits too early before the lights allowed her to do it. The driver has to come in, they stop on the red and they need to wait for the green, but unfortunately Jennifer got going a bit early and had a penalty, had to come in and do it again. Messed the result for her, but this time she's running in 4th. However, she's getting looked at by Josh Nee. Josh Nee is going to be challenging Jennifer possibly. They are forming a bit of a breakaway up front. We've got Sam Slater breaking clear, and then 2nd and 3rd Ryan Smith. Then it's Tompkins, Nee and Piscors and the rest all following behind. So Sam Slater, he's got about a 3-car lead, which at the moment we could consider a big margin. The opening lap here often kind of gives us an indication of how it's going to go, but we did see with Matt Barsh and Lewis Manley, that lead opened out and then closed in again. So it's not all over yet. Sam Slater has not got this in the bag, looking good though he is. So here he is, round the final turn. He's going to cross the line, and you can see on your picture there, he's crossing the line in the middle of the picture, top middle, and there goes Anton Schoppler, the German. Now this is the battle behind. So Jennifer Tompkins has been passed by Josh Nee. Josh Nee is up into 4th place now, and there he goes. Ahead, he's going to try and bridge that gap to the Scotsman Ryan Smith. So Jennifer Tompkins pushed out 5th place. She's now got the attention of Slavek Piskorz, the Polish driver. He lives in Britain, and you'll see a lot of his work on YouTube. So keep an eye out for Slavek Piskorz with his YouTube channel and the footage he'll be getting in this race. And this race, he's trying to battle ahead of Jennifer Tompkins. Josh Nee is ahead of the pair, so there'll be some great footage from Slavek Piskorz for this. So Sam Slater continues on his way. He's around... starting, in the pits, the first pit visitor.
Owen Clark in the pit lane, BIKC regional finalist. He gets 2 green lights, he's back out on track, no drama.
Yeah, an interesting early stop there. Sort of lower midfield on that one. Maybe he's looking to leapfrog away. Now, while it's a little bit quiet, just want to update everybody on the Gabriel Kinter situation. We were calling him wrong earlier on. I've got the information here on him, and he is actually quite experienced indeed. Not only is he quite experienced, he's also pretty darn good. In various indoor karting events, he's routinely been finalist. He's had 3rd in championships before. Last year he did the full championship in the Southern Rental Kart Championship. He's probably doing the same again this year. Quite a few people in that series, and Gabriel Kinter, the Portuguese driver, is actually doing that one here in Britain. So round they go. It's Sam Slater across the line. It's 2nd is Anton Schoppler. Ryan Smith is still in 3rd. Now Ryan Smith is all over the back of Anton Schoppler. The Scotsman really pushing the American along. Now the question is, if Ryan Smith believes he could run with Sam Slater at the front, but Schoppler's in the way, that's when we're going to get the early stop from Smith. I think that him staying out will give us, Anthony, the clear indication that Smith is quite happy with the pace of himself and Schoppler. Running up there, he'll be quite happy with that anyway, but points are points. If he can get ahead of Schoppler and be racing with Sam, that will be even more points for him and a better shot at the title at the end. So, Anthony, we've not really seen anyone in the... one person in the pit so far was Owen Clark, wasn't it?
Yes, we've got another one in right now. Barry Lakes is in the pit lane, and he gets a green light on his first one. No drama, nicely done on the brakes there. Very early on the throttle, got the green light, comes out way ahead of the 20 of Owen Clark, so good pit stop.
Yeah, that worked out well there for Barry Lakes. He's listed as 9th, but of course there's very little other pit lane action around him, so where he pitted from, so we'll see how he works out with that one. Now, someone running on their own, that would be Josh Nee. Josh Nee is there, and he's coming around the new part, but he's broken clear now of Jennifer Tompkins. Sorry, in the pits.
Yeah, Slavek's in the pit lane, Slavek's pit course, and it's a good pit stop. He's back out on track.
Yeah, Slavek Piskorz, a regular in the British Rental Kart Championship, certainly knows his way around here at Formula Fast. A lot of karting experience, had a whole career of speedway riding back in Poland, and when he came to England, that's when he started switching to karting, and his switch to karting has been pretty successful. He's had a lot of wins and championships in his own right, does a lot of the endurance racing as well. He's also had heat wins here at Formula Fast in the British Rental Kart Championship. He's currently running in 8th place, the furthest ahead of those who've made their pit stops. So, are we going to see anything from further up the field? There's no one been in from the front runners yet. Sam Slater, he's got a 2.5-second lead, so he's doing the Matt Barsh, Ruben Boutsen's approach of just clearing off in the distance. Sam Slater is definitely one of the British drivers who's taken the travelling to heart. He does compete in a lot of international events. He will be a regular at the World Championship again this year, and of course he's taken part in the Swedish Championship among others this year. I think that Swedish Championship will be a first for Sam Slater. We have actually a number of people who compete in that in this very event. So Sam Slater 10 laps in, nearly 3-second lead over the American Anton Schoppler. Schoppler, of course, very successful in the North Carolina, Charlotte area. He actually was in the BRKC last year, and he's already looking as if he's made quite a lot of improvements since last year. He did the World Championship as well, so another World Championship competitor to look at there. He's the one currently in second place. Ryan Smith, as I say, he did a lot of karting, was in Brkc right from the beginning. Saw all the way through until more recent years, the end of the 2010s, where he switched to cars in his native Scotland. He was racing in the Scottish C1 Championship. He actually had a lot of success in that. He was second in the championship in 2019, but would you believe that in the same race, in the same year, Finlay Brunton, who's a bit further back down the order, was actually the champion in 2019. So Finlay Brunton, 2019 Scottish C1 Championship. Ryan Smith, currently third in the race. He was second. So a bit of a switch around in this race. But Sam Slater still leads. We're really just waiting for the pit stops. Ryan Smith keeping Anton Schopler very honest there as they cross the line. We're looking down on the screen at the bottom end of the racetrack, and now in one of the final corners there. As now that's in the new section there. That was Ryan Smith there with the white helmet and the red suit. He's currently in fourth place with Anton Schopler running ahead of him in second. So there's Sam Slater rounding that hairpin at the bottom end of the straight, and here come the second place battle. Anton Schopler, the American, in really dark suit there, very dark purple on his helmet, black suit, and then it's Ryan Smith in the red and white with the white helmet. Further on down there, it's, oh yeah, there's Sam Slater around that hairpin there. That's on the new section, and there's the battle for second place. So they're 4 seconds back, but certainly not being left for dead. Sam Slater wanted, I know he did want to get away in this race and just get the job done. At this stage, drivers like Sam Slater, they're not really interested in a fight. They just want to win the race and get the points in. It's all about scoring enough points to make the semi-finals and the final. Worth pointing out at this stage, those watching on the live stream, tomorrow when we get to the semi-finals will work as effectively as a right to continue scoring. So let's say a driver has got 3 wins and a second place in the championship on all their 4 heats. That'll give them 39 points, 10 points for each win and a 9 for second. So 39 points. When they get to the semi-final, again, there'll be 10 points for first and 1 point for last, and the semi-final points that they score will just add to their existing score. So that means that the driver who wins the semi-final may not be going through to the final, simply because they might have just scraped into the semi-finals as one of the top 30, but somebody else who may have been second or third actually has more points on balance. So it's heat points as well as the additional ones scored in that semi-final will get a driver into the final itself. When you get to the final, though, all bets are off. Scores are irrelevant, and it becomes a battle for the actual position. So first past the post will win the whole British Championship on that basis. So aiming to do that is Sam Slater. He's just continuing round. He's actually put someone a lap down there. I think it's Owen Clark maybe. He's starting to make inroads there. We've still not seen any pit visitors beyond the lower 3, Anthony. So
I've got one in now. Yeah, it's the number 21. It's Finlay Brunton who's coming to the pit lane. Yeah, I was going to say, we've not had anyone in. I'm bored down here. Nothing's going on. What's happening? He gets 2 green lights. He's back out. No dramas.
And it's a drama, though, for Finlay Brunton. He's side by side going into the first corner there. Very, very close. Finlay Brunton trying to hold off, I think it was either Barry Lakes or Owen Clark. We have to have a close look. I think it was Barry Lakes. So Barry Lakes has been leapfrogged by Finlay Brunton. Finlay Brunton, of course, Scottish C1 car champion in 2019. 1 place ahead, would you believe, of Ryan Smith, who is running third place in the battle for second.
Yep, pretty good running.
2 Scots, 2 car races. They've both done a lot of karting and moved into cars and made the switch work. Meantime, Sam Slater, no interest whatsoever in coming into the pits. Ryan Smith's got ahead. So there's a change there. Ryan Smith has, Anton Schopler's been passed by Ryan Smith. Out of view, the move has been done. So Ryan Smith, potentially, if you thought he was being held up by Anton Schopler, the American, could have come into the pits to leapfrog him in terms of pace and set some fast laps. So when Schopler came out the pits, it would be behind Ryan Smith. But he hasn't. He's actually made the move on the track. The move on the track has worked for Ryan Smith, and he's now in second, which frankly, Anthony, means that he's even less likely to come and visit you in the pits.
Yeah.
Anytime soon.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there, James. Yeah, it's, you know, strategies change all the way through these races, and, you know, they do fluctuate, and drivers are constantly having to think about that. If you really do think about it carefully, it's like playing a game of chess at about 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, rental karting is a lot more strategic, a lot more chess-based, as you say. And Ryan Smith, of course, would have been working on the pit or pass basis, and in this case, it's the pass that has worked. Finley Brunton, just to confirm, did make that move successful on Barry Lakes. When Brunton came out the pits, he was absolutely alongside Barry Lakes, but of course, he did have the inside line at the hairpin, and he was able to block Barry out. Barry, to his credit, did actually make him work for it, so it was only just, but it was enough. So Finley Brunton up into 8th place at the expense of Barry Lakes, has been pushing hard. In the pits, the 16.
Yeah,
George
16
Braun
is in the pit lane. Yeah, George Braun, and it's a green light, the first one. Good one. I'm liking his helmet. Lewis Hamilton replica helmet. Like it, in the purple. Very stylish. He's exit. Green flags all around.
Absolutely. Maybe even had a chat with Lewis, and it's one of his original ones. So there you go. But certainly, where has he worked out? George Braun actually has fallen back behind Finley Brunton and Barry Lakes. So unfortunately for his point of view, George Braun has come out behind the battling pair ahead. So yeah, that's not quite worked out for him, but it's worked out very well for Finley Brunton. He's trying to make some progress here. He's got Slavek Piskor's in 6th place ahead of him. Slavek, of course, has made a pit stop, and he is the highest place of those who've made the stop. Obviously, still to make a pit stop is Sam Slater, leader, with 23 laps in the books. 6.7 second lead he's got from Ryan Smith over Anton Schopler. Josh Nye is in 4th place. Jennifer Tompkins in 5th, and they are the ones who have not pitted. So we'll see what happens. Particularly, it'll be interesting, the lower, like Josh Nye or Jennifer Tompkins, the lower of the non-pitters, where they will come out relative to Slavek Piskor's. He, of course, came in really early, and his whole strategy will be based on leapfrogging the others. He's got some clear space. Oh, in the pits now. 12.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's in the pit lane. He was shaking his head at the first one. I don't think he's got a penalty, so it's all good. He heads back out. 14's in as well. 14 is in the pit lane. That is a good start for the first one. So Jennifer getting that done. A little bit slow on the second. A little bit slow all round, I have to say, for Tompkins, but she's back out. No dramas whatsoever.
Yeah, lost a lot of places as a result of the penalty earlier on, so no doubt a very, very conservative attempt there from Jennifer. She knows the penalties now. However, did Schopler come out ahead of Ryan Smith? That's the question. Ryan Smith's battling behind somebody. The question is, I don't think it is Anton Schopler, is it? It may well be Barry Lakes. Barry Lakes may well be in front of Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith waving a little bit. He's got ahead, though, of Barry Lakes now. And I think it was indeed Barry Lakes. They're on screen. There is Ryan Smith coming down towards the hairpin. Here's Barry. Is it Barry? No, it's not Barry. It looks like it's the 16, which is actually George Braun. George Braun. And we saw him come into pits. Of course, that's why he's lapped down to Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith has not been in. So Ryan Smith there continues on his way. He's got to make a gap, you see now, to Anton Schopler. Anything that costs Ryan Smith time will be dangerous from a position point of view. If he's to leapfrog Schopler, take 2nd place, and most importantly 2nd place points from his point of view. And Schopler will be desperate to try and catch up with him. At the moment, it will be in Schopler's favour in terms of the amount of time we are considering for a pit stop, but only just. So it could be very interesting any time Ryan Smith comes into the pit. So Ryan Smith crossing the line there, and that looks like Schopler who's around the hairpin. So
yeah, I don't think he's got enough time.
Anton Schopler crossing the line now. What's the gap going to be? Yeah, it is literally on that cusp of 10.5 seconds.
Yeah, he needs to pit straight away, doesn't he? Because Anton Schopler's just constantly taking time out of that gap. He's constantly gaining on him. So, yeah,
so
Ryan Smith,
coming in basically.
He's got to pit.
Now would be the better, sooner rather than later. Is he coming in this time? No, he's not. He's continuing on.
Yeah, not thinking about it. He needs to keep an eye on those timing screens again. I know it's difficult for a driver to keep an eye on those timing screens. You're constantly thinking about what you're doing, but he's got to pay attention, because if he doesn't pit anytime soon, he's going to lose that advantage.
Absolutely, and Josh Nye is holding position now in 3rd. He's only 3 seconds behind Ryan Smith. It's you know, if he can close in as well, that would be a heck of a battle when Ryan Smith does pit. Josh Nye, yeah, he's the last of the, he's the lowest place of the non-hitters. Anton Schoppler is heading away. Oh, someone's in.
Action in the pit lane. Yeah, it's the number 10 that's come into the pit lane. It is Ryan Smith, yeah, from second place. So he's got to be careful. Where's Schoppler? Schoppler coming into the final corner now. Gets the green light. It's going to be very close. It's going to be close.
Schoppler with the momentum. Smith with the line. Smith blocks him out. Schoppler tries the other side. And back again. Is he going to make a move in the hairpin? No. But they have... that was a very tight call there. Ryan Smith has just about managed to hang on. Literally, he couldn't have left it any later, could he, Anthony? And not without a serious risk of losing that spot.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Dodgy enough as it was.
Well, yeah, he timed that perfectly, to be honest. Yeah, I think if he'd waited one more lap, he would have come out behind.
Very much so. And, well, it's Sam Slater who's now got 30 laps in with 3 laps remaining. 3 minutes remaining on the timer. He's got a lead of 13 seconds over Josh Nye. So basically, Sam Slater can make a pit stop and continue in the lead. He's achieved what he really would have been aiming for, and that's the ability to come into the pits and come out without any risk of being passed whatsoever. And he's achieved that now. He's got a good 13-second lead. Most importantly, Anthony, as you've been reporting on all day, so many people are getting penalties in the pits.
Yeah, they are. Josh Knight in the pit lane in the number 17. He's good on the first gate, comes into gate number 2, and it's all good. He's on his way out in a nice, clear piece of track.
Yeah, he resumes in 4th place, which I think he'll be pretty pleased with. A good distance ahead of Slavek Piskor's. With the amount of time remaining, surely Piskor's cannot close in on him. Admittedly, Josh Nye might not be able to catch Ryan Smith and Anton Schoppler either, so I think he'll be quite happy with his 4th place points on this one. Yeah. That will actually be quite a good points haul, to be fair.
Yeah.
Now, in the lead, it's Sam Slater, the only one yet to make a pit stop. He's comfortably in the lead. He's got 20 seconds in hand in order to come in the pits. That's almost double what he needs. So, quite frankly, Anthony, he has got this one in the bag.
Yeah, pretty much. All he needs to do is just nail the pit stop. Hand comes up in the air. This is perfect timing. Let's watch it through then. Stops a little bit early. Was a bit hesitant on the brakes, but he gets the green light. So not the best gate 1 entry. Gate 2 entry, much, much better. Nice. Gets that green light. Exits out. 2nd place, nowhere to be seen.
Absolutely. So, crossing line there was... the Sam Slater, and the 2nd and 3rd are yet to even approach the line. They're just crossing the line now, some 32 seconds behind. No, that's the lap time. We'll just see when that resets. Yeah, I was thinking, gosh, that was quite a gap.
I'd say that'd be impressive here.
By BRKC standards, that would be almost unheard of. It is 8.8 seconds, so Sam Slater, that's about the lead you want, really, isn't it? Anything more than that, probably be taking risks that aren't worth taking. But 8.8 seconds, the likes of Ryan Smith and the incredible American Anton Schoppler is a very, very worthy win indeed. Schoppler, of course, is all over the back of Ryan Smith. Originally, it was the other way around, so these two are obviously cancelling each other out for speed. Now, the interesting thing is they are closing in on somebody, so there could be a back marker coming into play in the battle for 2nd place. And only 48 seconds before we go to the final lap. I noticed a number of people unlapped themselves, Jennifer Tompkins, Barry Lakes and Finley Brunton. But reeling them back in is Sam Slater, although with the kind of gap we're talking about, he may not pass them all, if any of them. Right, so, and they've gone through. So number 20, Owen Clark, he's moved aside and he's allowed the faster carts through of Ryan Smith and Anton Schoppler. So basically, Anthony, it's a pretty straightforward run to the flag now for Sam Slater with 35 laps in and a 32.7 as a best lap.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much signed, sealed and done, barring any form of disaster. Again, no commentator's curse, I'm touching wood. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. He's just crossed the line now. The timer has struck 0, so he's on his penultimate lap. Last lap board will be out this time, and yeah, that'll be it.
Absolutely, and 2 laps remaining for Anton Schoppler and Ryan Smith to sort themselves out. It doesn't matter which order they've run in, they've been nose to tail like this all race. And we're looking now at a couple of drivers further down the order. See what the camera picks up. That looks like Sam Slater coming through the final section there, just going out of picture now. And down the backstretch there was some move going on with Anton Schoppler. Ryan Smith, has he lost the position? No, he hasn't. I noticed Ryan Smith going one way then the other, so really having to defend. It's the final lap now, so if Schoppler's going to do something about Smith, it's now or never, this lap or not at all. This will really heat up. This is the battle in the race, the 2nd place battle. We know Sam Slater's got a nearly 10-second lead. but Ryan Smith certainly does not have that kind of lead over Anton Schopler in their battle for second. They're leaving the new area now. It's going to be Anton Schopler's last shot down the backstretch. Is he going to take it? That's the question. Here comes Sam Slater. Sam Slater's going to win. He takes the flag. Sam Slater wins. Another win in the books there for Sam Slater, but here comes Ryan Smith. Can he block Schopler out? Yes, he can. Schopler's trying to the inside, but it's not enough. They do make the slights of touches, but nothing serious, and Ryan Smith hangs on. Anton Schopler and Smith have been nose to tail entire race, just a question of which order, and it has worked out in Ryan Smith's favour. He has finished ahead of the American Anton Schopler. Josh Nye has come through in 4th. Slavik Piskor's has moved up to 5th. Jennifer Tompkins in 6th. Barrett Lake 7th. Finley Brunton's going to be bringing in 8th place, and George Brandon, Owen Clark are 9th and 10th respectively. A very solid win there, Anthony, for Sam Slater. That, of course, is exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah, you can't complain with that, really, can you? Pretty much a textbook race from flag to flag, really. So we will have a chat with Sam Slater, of course, a lovely, lovely win. We'll probably chat to Ryan Smith as well, and Anton Schopler, because, of course, he has been one of the favourites of the Americans joining us. As soon as you're ready, Sam, we'll let you get weighed up, and then we'll come and chat with you. So take your time on that one. Don't like to rush the drivers, you know, they're athletes. They've just had a visit, they've just done their job. They need time to relax and recuperate. So let's chat to some others while we wait. Let's go for 3rd place, Mr. Anton Schopler. And Anton, just quickly, I know that's heavy. Another pretty good race for yourself. Are you happy with the result?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I got in not the best cut, but I got a really good qualifying, and I was really happy I was able to battle. So it was a really good race overall.
Nice, nice. It's always nice when you can get out there and enjoy the racing so far. But good points to you, P3 in that one. Are we still feeling confident? Do you reckon you can make it to the finals?
Finals are the goal, so I'm hoping to do good in my next 2 races, but the finals are the goal, and 1st place is the end goal. So.
Well, let's hope for the best for you. Congratulations, well done, P3. Let's talk to Sam Slater then, who's just finished getting himself weighed up. Hopefully he's going to take his helmet off, and he's currently having a chin wag just behind you here. He has got Ryan Smith with him. Sam, come on over. You've got to stand next to the branding, my man, because, you know, you won the race, so you got to get it. A pretty textbook race, I think, there for yourself, Sam. Do you reckon there could have been any improvement on that?
Well, I'd like to think with a thank you very much. With a 10-second lead, I think, yeah, I pretty much did everything I needed to do. When I pulled the car out of the bag, I thought, yep, this is nice, I'll take that, and kept it nice, clean, steady in the qualifying and made no mistakes, so did the job.
Solid result. Good points for yourself as well. Looking, again, like there's lots of favourites looking like they're going to be in the finals, and you just keep adding to that one. What would it mean to you if you could get to the finals and even potentially win this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is not my first Brkc, and I think definitely going to make the final this year. I can feel it. Something's there.
Well, you've got lots of support here with you with the team, and yeah, we'll wish you all the best of luck. And congratulations on the race win.
Appreciate that.
Not a problem at all. Sam Slater there, well done to him. I was going to hopefully have a chat with Mr. Ryan Smith, but he has, well, he's abandoned me. I'm not sad.
No problem, Anthony. No problem at all.
I'm not sad.
It's a bit early for them to be running away from you, though, isn't it? But yes, so Ryan Smith, he's obviously made his way back up. Very interesting hearing from Sam Slater there, Anthony. He's clearly confident and looking very believable as a spot in the final this year for him. Literally, he is one of the top Brits, and you know, we can't rule him out even potentially for winning the whole thing.
No, you definitely can't. I mean, he's very quick, and after that performance that we've just seen, you know, looking like he's got the talent out there. So, yeah, definitely one to keep a very close eye on.
Absolutely. He's had quite a busy day. He's been up here a couple of times talking with us, so people on the live stream have been enjoying hearing from Sam Slater, and then obviously enjoying him seeing him get the results. He had a 2nd place earlier on. He's just won that one. That is a lot of points, the kind of points that get you in the semi-final and then the final itself. Now we're moving to the next heat race, number 7.